Okay, guys.
All right, Kip, go ahead.
I'm sorry, couldn't get the unmute quick enough. Roy, you had said on Friday that you needed to chase their bigs outside the arc. What did you think of the effort that Virginia's bigs did in finding open threes?
Not a very good job, Kip. A lot of them came when screens on the ball and we didn't communicate the way we'd like to communicate. So either a big guy or the point guard is guarding them out there instead of one guy chasing the point guard and the other guy guarding nobody, being caught in between. So we did a very poor job of that. It's hard to simulate that in practice. We don't have a 4 and 5 man on the blue team that can go out there and make all those shots like they did, 4 for 6 and 3 for 5. Your big guys are 7 for 11 from the 3 point line and 6 for 9 from a free throw line. So it was not a good job for us. We didn't do what we wanted to do defensively, and they're hard to guard and those kind of things, but we got to do better.
BL?
Roy, how much of that, the first 10 minutes of the game, not being able to knock down shots, how much of that had to do with Virginia defensively? I mean, your guys just kind of getting acclimated to playing against how they play that pack line.
Well, I think their defense is always good, but Garrison is 0 for 3 the first couple of minutes, and they're all 3 shots that we see him make. Leaky missed a wide open 3 with nobody within 10 feet of him, and Leaky missed about a 15-footer. Mondo went in. I think he missed his first shot inside there too. So we needed to make some of those to make us feel like we were still going to be in the game. And they missed their first 3, I think, but and their next 2 shots were both threes, and the only field goal we had where Caleb had the dunk after the turnover down there. So, yeah, we needed to make some of those early, and would have helped us to say the least.
Jacob Turner?
Hey, Roy, obviously you got a really productive second half performance from Walker Kessler. What did you like about what he did tonight? And did he see more action in the second half because of the way he was playing, or was that more just from maybe some lack of production from the other bigs, or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. Garrison was really struggling. He's 2 for 7 for the night, and didn't box out one time, just as plain as day, so I took him out at that point. Walker did some nice things. He's got to finish those lob plays for dunk. We need him to finish those. That would help his and help his confidence as well. He didn't call out the screen on the time that Anthony Harris got clobbered and was down on the floor, and that's something we try to emphasize a lot. But no, I was just trying to find something to see if something would work. And Walker's been doing a nice job in trying hard in practice, and so got to try something.
Pardon me.
What is it about Virginia that gives you guys such a hard time?
I can't speak of all our teams in the past. I mean, last year we have a lead and they make one with 0.8 of a second to go. The year before we played them in the Smith Center, and they had to go to the video to decide that Kobe's three-pointer was not good, and then they laid it up and had to go to another video to see if it was good for them, and both those calls went their way. But tonight's play, their big guys were tough for us to handle out on the perimeter. Tony does a great job. They guard you. I don't think we've beaten them since I think we beat them in 16 in the finals of the ACC tournament. We lost to them in probably 18. Beat them at home in 17 and lost to them in 18, I guess it was, in the finals of the ACC tournament. But Tony does a great job. They've got good players. I mean, guys, they had 3 guys. Well, they won a national championship in that time period too, and they had 3 guys, Jerome and Guy and Hunter, that were all 3 number 1 draft choices. So they're a good basketball team, and Tony does a great job with them.
How difficult is their defense to figure out?
It's not hard to figure out. You just got to be able to handle it because they're very aggressive on the ball without fouling. They sag in away from the ball. You're going to get some open shots, but you got to make open shots. And you've got to be able to make shots to have some success against them. If you're not making shots, it's a long, long night. And, we were 0 for 9 at half. We're 2 for 16 from 3. And that's going to make it a long, long night.
All right, couple more. Andrew?
You guys were 10 for 25 on layups. How much of it was stuff that they were doing? How much of it was just the fact that you guys missed a lot of chippies? And how frustrating is it to have that kind of a lack of efficiency?
It's extremely frustrating. We work on our post moves every single blessed day, hard, trying to get them to concentrate on the rim and not see the defensive players come. But you have to give Virginia credit as well. They had 5 block shots. They bid on all those things. They try to defend the basket area really well. And, Armando's 3 for 7, Garrison's 2 for 7, so that's 5 for 14. Walker's 3 for 5, so that's 8 for, what did I say? So that's 8 for 19, and I've lost Dayron 3 for 8. So 4 of our 5 big guys shot less than 50%, and you got to give credit to Virginia's defense and our lack of attention to detail, I guess.
Thank
We
you.
got two more here, Jeremiah and then Adam, and then we'll get the players in here.
Coach, really, this game kind of served as an anomaly for the team as of late, as you all have scored 75 points in 6 of your last 7 games. So I wanted to ask, and of course we chalked it up, and you chalked it up to Virginia's defense, but I wanted to ask, what do you think your team can learn from this game specifically, and kind of trying to regain that scoring momentum that you all had started?
Well, the other teams that we play have something to do with the number of points scored, because if they're a team that likes to play fast, both teams are going to, and we do, so both teams are going to score more. Virginia's pace on offense is way down toward the bottom, if you want to count the top being how fast, but I'm not saying how fast should be the top. I'm just saying that I think there's 6 teams that average more time of possession than Virginia, so they work the clock, they pass it until they get the shot that their coaching staff wants them to take. So it's part of it is that. I mean, if we had 91 against Duke, well, they had 87. So I mean, it was the pace of the game. But we've got to take their attention to detail, and I think this could be one of the ways I would answer your question. Their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor is extremely important to them. We've got to make the attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor more important to us. And you can't just hit a screen and stop. Their guys do not want to be screened. We hit the screen and stop. Their guys do not want to be screened, and that's part of it too.
Adam, last one. Go ahead.
Hey, Roy, Andrew asked pretty much what I was going to ask you about, some of the difficulties just around the rim with making some of those point-blank shots. But I guess, I think it was 11 of your first 12 you missed. Is one of the things that when you're playing Virginia especially, do you have to fight just trying not to feel like you're further behind than you are, just because of the way they shrink the game and just the pressure they put on you?
Yeah, I think that's not a bad question there. I think what it is, I don't know if I'd go quite as far as that, but I do think that teams know it's going to be a lower possession game. Okay, so each shot means more. If it's 100, if you get 100 shots in a game, 3 of those can be bad, and it's not going to be a bad deal. But if you only get 10, 3 of them are 30%. That's a big deal. So I think that's part of it. But we did. I mean, we Garrison's a couple of shots early where I thought good shots. Leakey was wide open from 3. He was definitely wide open from 15. When you're missing them, I think it messes with your mind a little bit, because you understand that you missed a golden opportunity. You might not get that. And then again, when we take it to the rim and they challenge everything at the rim, I think that that's pretty important too. We've got to be able to do a better job of that ourselves.
Thanks, Coach. We'll get
Thanks, guys.
RJ and Anthony.